We recently spoke with a filmmaker who documented how children are dying all the time in the hands of people they call coyotes.
Well, here it is. Makes a boot company.
Yeah, I mean, what size is that? That's got to probably...
Oh, that was one of the... They bring a lot of kids in through here. Well, why would they die only that far from the border? Because they're trying to outrun somebody, and the mafiosos want them to keep up, so they load them with speed, and they overexert themselves and drop.
Dennis Michael Lynch is an investigative filmmaker and producer of that film. He's been investigating border issues, including human and drug trafficking, for over 3 years. Dennis, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
This judge, Andrew Scott Hainan, a George H.W. Bush federal judge appointee, spared no mercy for the administration in this, basically saying that what's happening is illegal immigrants who are in the country send for their children to come across the border. Cartels try to get them across the border, and then we arrest the person who's bringing them across the border, and then the administration is finishing the delivery by bringing the little children to their parents, which, you could say, okay, they've been reunited, but this judge said, if DHS officials persist in this policy, more children will be harmed, and the DHS will be partly responsible because it encourages this kind of Russian roulette. He says they are encouraging parents to seriously jeopardize the safety of their children. A private citizen would and should be prosecuted for this conduct.
Yeah. So what happens is when that child is delivered, the phone call goes back to whatever country. Guess what? You can come now. And then the word starts getting out.
The DHS finishes the job.
They're finishing the deal. I mean, you're the lawyer, right? Is that a co-conspiracy or what? I mean, are they co-conspirators? The thing is that nobody understands how many children are coming across that border. It's alarming. And what happens is when they come over the border, a lot of times they get brought to drop houses and houses where bad things are going on, Megan. These children are being raped. They're being beaten. They're held for additional ransom. So in this particular case, this mom sent out $6,000. And when they come across, you know what? Almost thank God they caught him, because that child would be put in a house and held until another $4,000 or $5,000 are being sent. 60,000 kids in the last couple of years caught. This judge just said he's had 4 instances in so many weeks with stories like this. It's sort of like...
We have to discourage it. I mean, that's what, obviously we want what's best for these children, but what's best is to discourage putting them in the hands of these dangerous people who are trying to get them across the border and hurt them.
It has to stop. You know, comprehensive immigration reform, comprehensive health care. No, we need comprehensive common sense. That's not happening. And what happens here is that you've got the government encouraging criminal behavior. Right. We are actually encouraging it to happen.
That's what the judge says. He said the government here is not only allowing illegal immigrants in the U.S. to fund the illegal and evil activities of the drug cartels, but is also inspiring them to do so.
This story is going to spark more and more people coming across. Every time a story goes out with the word amnesty or pathway, or in this case, the child was delivered, which, by the way, I'm sure the child is probably starting at school tomorrow. You know, we're paying for that as well if you want to turn around and start putting a cost to this. This is incredibly insane. It's insane from all ends, and it can be stopped. You know what? We're chasing people in the desert. We're trying to, stop people from trading kids. We're not going at the source. All criminal enterprises need to be stopped at the source, and that's the drug cartels.
This judge has had it. I mean, you read this opinion, and he has had it.
Maybe this is what we need.
He says it's DHS policy. It's their policy, and it needs to stop. Dennis, good to see you. Merry Christmas.
Likewise.